constructed of high quality materials and a set of comfort features that don't skimp on any comfort in the backcountry. The Big Agnes Deer Park 30-degree sleeping bag is well suited for backpackers and campers who are looking for a non-traditional sleeping bag, one that is longer and wider and gives you more room to sprawl than a traditional mummy bag. Now, the first thing to talk about with this bag is that it's a Big Agnes sleep system bag, meaning that you've got an uninsulated bottom portion of the bag, but there's an integrative pad sleeve. Now, in order to get this sleeping bag down to that 30-degree temperature rating, you do need to pair it with a comparable 3-season sleeping pad. If I uncover the bottom here, you can see that full pad sleeve. The sides of it are stretchy here, and it will accommodate a sleeping pad that's 25 inches wide. So I've got a Big Agnes sleeping pad in there. It's about a 4-inch thick pad, and because you have this stretchy panel on the side, it accommodates different size thicknesses of sleeping pads, but you do need a 25-inch wide pad there. Now, in order to get it down to that 30-degree rating, you do need to have a sleeping pad that has an R value for 3 seasons. The sleep system really allows you to stay situated on top of your sleeping pad, and because that insulation in the bottom is compressed anyway, they've taken that out, and that saves on weight and saves on pack size. Now, they do have a baffle sewn into both sides, right around both sides of you, so that the cold air can't sneak in through the side of the bag. But it's a really great design, and it's going to ensure that you stay comfortable in the backcountry. Now, in addition to that, you've got 600 fill powered down to insulate the bag here, and it is Down Tech, which is a hydrophobic finish that's applied to the plumes of down that's going to really resist moisture. So unlike traditional down, Down Tech is going to dry out faster if it becomes wet. It's going to keep you drier longer in the backcountry and ultimately keep you safer and warmer. So you have all of those packable qualities of down, the lightweight feel of down, but you've got that extra added feature that is going to keep you safe in the backcountry. You've got a wider and longer cut here than a traditional mummy bag, so those folks who feel claustrophobic inside of a mummy bag, or taller people who just need that extra space to sprawl, you've got a length of 6 feet 6 inches here, and the girth measurement is 80.5 inches around. It gives you plenty of elbow room and plenty of space. And although you do have a hood and it tapers down in towards the foot box, you have a really rectangular design. Now, if you are heating up in the bag, you can definitely vent. This is probably my favorite feature about this sleeping bag. You've got a zipper that goes down both sides of the bag, which allows you to vent from both sides. It's even got a little feature up here towards the top, a little hand pocket that allows you to tuck the bag in around you, almost like a blanket at home. And you can see the top of this bag is really rectangular shaped. So it's almost like a quilt that drapes over you. Because you have that extra length there, if you've got both sides zipped down, this does drape over top of you like a blanket. So it is going to feel a lot more roomy that way. And because you have those 2 zippers on both sides, it pairs up really nicely with other park sleeping bags. So if you've got the whole family out camping, you can zip everything together and have one big sleeping base. Even though this isn't a mummy sleeping bag, you can still cinch down the hood. So you've got a cinch cord here. If you're getting close to that lower limit temperature rating, you can batten everything down by zipping everything up, cinching down that hood. And there's actually a cinch cord here towards the top too, that you can cinch that down around and really hold in the heat from your core. Now, underneath of the hood here, you do have a pillow pocket. It's a small feature, but it makes a big difference. If you've ever had a camp pillow that gets lost in the middle of the night, you can put the camp pillow in there or an extra layer and have a nice pillow there at the top of the bag. This does pack down to be nice and small because you've got that 600 fill down. They give you an included stuff sack here, and I can see if you've got a compression sack, you can even get it a little bit smaller than that. So definitely a backpacking option. And then they also give you a storage sack to store in an uncompressed state at home to keep those plumes of down nice and lofty and lasting a long time. Overall, the Deer Park 30 degree bag is the perfect option for those campers and backpackers who are looking for an alternative to a mummy style bag, one that you can rely on and know that it's going to keep you comfortable in the backcountry. It's the Big Agnes Deer Park 30 degree bag.